We're back on the Ride 9 Lounge live Saturday morning, hanging out with Coffee Talk, Ms. Jessica Sharippa. We're having a good time. We're learning a lot about this. She likes the shore. She likes pickup lines. So
likes bourbon.
Likes bourbon.
Likes bourbon. Likes
House bourbon. So
House
Rodeo,
bourbon.
you're in the running.
Don't forget, she likes to dance to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Please excuse our sweets, our official.
Yeah, thank you, Letitia Bad again.
Our chef is in the building today.
For the
Chef is
cakes
here.
and
Our
the
chef,
mimosas.
not cook. We're
We're
going to call it
having
a chef.
brunch early, as you can see.
Oh, my
Mimosas
goodness.
and
Chef.
sweets
What
can
I
never
call
go
her?
wrong.
Cook.
I
Sugar
call her
rush?
cook?
Yeah, cook. We're not
No,
going to
that was a be mean of her. No, our chef, our
Our
gourmet
chef. Our
chef.
gourmet chef.
Oh, you mean everybody?
I'm sure I'm going to have to pay for it some way because y'all don't pay for nothing. She always hits me with the bill, but that's all right. We're gonna move on, but we're gonna move on. We're gonna keep it going.
Yes.
At 10 effective pickup lines. Okay, and we at number 5. And number 5 is, don't you find this place blank? This one could go one of two ways, depending on your demeanor. If she looks like she's enjoying herself, insert a word that best describes the venue, such as classy, cool, chic, or off the hook. If she seems kind of uninterested and bored, then by the whole affair, it might be time for the two of you to bond through other mutual situations, or just AKA get away from each other. You enjoying that cake?
Yes, I am. I have to get mine
Don't
now.
touch that
last
cake, anime.
time,
So
cake anime.
you don't find this place blank.
This is a tricky one
Yeah,
because I
it is.
feel like if you start off negative, I'm not going to like that regard. Even if I look uninterested, I still would rather someone approach me with a positive
Right.
to sort of get me out of that. Maybe you're going to turn my mood around. So that's how. That's.
I do that a lot. I have that type of quality.
Yeah, I was having a rough morning
didn't know
until I
that.
got here. So.
I do. I do have that Genesis qua. Backstage Ed, your thoughts on
What?
that?
Wait, what? Huh? What? You what?
Y'all know how
What,
I
huh?
roll.
What?
Y'all see me in action. I
You
ain't gotta
what?
speak. Just know how I get down, right, Joe?
Once again, here we go.
Oh my God!
Take a fit for this. I ain't getting in trouble. I ain't getting my head shot off today. No,
almost
son,
killed
not
the
me. No.
Nah, she going to Jersey. But backstage Ed, your thoughts on that question?
Nah, it's got to. I mean, if you're going to do it and try to make a nice pickup line out of it, you're going to have to be very positive about the place, and then try to get her to bring up what she likes about it as well to keep the conversation going. Because as soon as you shut it down with just saying this place sucks or whatever, it's a wrap. You're not going to get no kind of conversations out of that.
Oh, let's flip it a little bit. Let's say let's talk about maybe the clothing. Now we like to think that we're all like these great people, but I'm sure when you're with your friends, like, look what she's wearing, or look what he's wearing, right? So let's say obviously it's about clothing. He maybe a guy, like especially like in New York, a lot of these guys try to style at the club and they're dancing, but they got all these heavy clothes, and the guy comes to you, but he asks you about his suit or his shirt or his hat or his glasses. Do you give him a real response back, or you kind of like play along with, oh, that looks great, but it looks horrible?
I kind of just go along with it because I don't really like when people lead with things like that anyway. Like
This suit, baby girl. This is a
Yeah.
You don't. Hey, was that one of your lines, Kev?
No,
No.
yeah, and I don't like when someone's like fishing for it. Like, if you look good, I'm just gonna tell you look good because I want to tell you look good. Not like I don't like when.
I personally think a person don't need to be complimented. You don't even know how you. I don't need no
Rodeo,
compliment.
you're straight lying. As long as you taking the bathroom to get dressed,
I don't need no compliment.
if you don't get a compliment, you be like, what is wrong with these people?
I'm serious. I don't need no compliments.
Okay,
I
you
just
don't?
almost messed the word up, and I don't need that.
Sometimes a compliment's reassuring though.
No,
Sometimes
I get
it is reassuring. Like if you say, "Did you miss me today?" and she just looks at you like, I don't know, maybe.
Whatever.
No,
Yeah.
it's like no, you miss me. Just say you miss me. Like, you got to sometimes pull things out of people. Sometimes.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think that's like a male female thing. Like sometimes like males want you like you guys need to be told a lot sometimes.
Because we give so much. We give so much.
We're
We-
self-giving
Oh, dude.
creatures.
Look, like
You
you
do.
said, I'll drink to that.
You know, like we see you and you look very. We say, young lady, you look very beautiful today. Oh, thank you so much. And then it's on to the next question or the next story or whatever we're talking about.
Yeah, well-
Not, you look good as well.
Right, but you know what I think it is? I think because females just probably hear it more often than you guys do. We get it from the actions you do, not from what you say. So when you say it, we're kind of like, oh, that's really nice and sweet, but it doesn't do as much for us. Like we need to be shown.
You know what the problem I hate? That a woman comes in, she's walking into a place, and she knows when she woke up and picked
Everybody's
that outfit out
staring
the
at her.
closet.
Exactly.
And everybody and their grandmother is going to be looking. And the first time not being disrespectful, but I said, wow, and that's a nice outfit. Oh, she give me a look like, oh, why you looking at me like she dressed like a nun? Right. And that's the part, like, I'm a bad boy for for looking at my eyes, pulling my glasses down down to my nose to look at her. I mean, that's the part I don't like.
Yeah,
like
no.
you know, that's to me fishing for attention and for all the wrong reasons.
Definitely.
But is that what you guys like? That's what you notice when you're out at the club, the woman that's stressed that
Yeah,
way.
we're not
right?
at the library. You know?
I mean, nah, you notice everything. You just some women stand out more. They look for that attention more
Unless
than
it's
some
Megyn
other
Kelly.
women. You know.
Or grandma have Alzheimer's disease to keep touching you. Grandma, what's wrong with you?
That's the places you go to.
That's that black Tourette's right there. In the places you go to. That's
Rodeo
where they
goes
hang
there
out.
between February and April because that's tax season, and that's normally when they're spending big dollars. So we keep it moving. Number 4, you look like you might be interested in some good or great conversation.
Oh, I thought it would be something else.
Jessica, somebody comes up to you. Let's say you at a Starbucks, and you're sitting there. You got your book, but you're not really reading your book. It's open to page 5, but you don't know what's on page 5. So somebody happens to notice that, and he has a grande, latte, and he says, you look like you might be interested in some great conversation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's somewhat polite, but I'm going to actually get real corny right now and go to the movie Hitch because there's a great scene in that movie.
Okay, go ahead.
Where, Will Smith is trying to approach
I thought you were going to
and
become a thug. I'm going to bring it to the thug. I heard you like some rigs. Like,
what? And you really have to read between the lines. If someone's at Starbucks and they have their head in the book, whether they're reading it or not, they clearly don't want someone.
Be bothered.
Yeah. And I think that's really important to just pay attention to those signals. So that one's also a tricky one because, just make sure you see someone with a smile on their face. There's got to be a level of they're inviting you. So.
Josh, your thoughts on that?
No, I agree definitely, 100%.
Okay, you want to elaborate a little further?
It's nothing to elaborate on. She said it perfectly. If you see a woman and she might look up from her book and give you that eye, like I might be interested, then you go over. But if you see she's head in the book and why are you gonna bother her for? I'm gonna take the book and slam it down. How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do all that.
So you mean to tell me you would be timid in approaching that type of woman? Because sometimes those are the ones that you actually just got to go a little bit hard for, and you'd be surprised
Is that
what's
how you
underneath
are?
that. Sometimes I am. I know that I can be a little bit of a tough cookie.
Tough? Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. As you should. As you should.
no dipping milk in her
Jessica,
cookie. No dipping milk in her cookie. They hard. So
Well,
email you.
and Baxter probably the only two that can answer that. We don't live in West Virginia, so we can't answer that
I
question.
can give a cute little look like, because I'm waiting for that next thing that you're going to say to see if if you could be smart enough or come up with something catchy.
Yeah.
And I think that works. And then I am one that'll be like, okay, if you're coming off a certain way or you may feel I'm a certain way, I want to be like, okay, just give him a drink.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, no, I'm good.
But if
And
she
I'll
with
leave you just
family,
like that.
it's on. You know what I'm saying? She with her friends, she act like when she's with family, so slap the
No.
Backstage.
But now, what about if the guy's seeing you so intense in the book and then he comes up to ask you about the book?
Maybe he's read that book before.
No. But
No, that's
I'm saying, but if
fine.
he sees you intense, but he never believes. He says that. Well, how you feel about that
That's
book? 'Cause
George
I'm looking at it
Costanza.
and everything
That's the
else.
Black
No, that's
Association right
fine.
there.
I'll give him the quick 1-2, and then
Right.
depending on my energy with him will determine
Absolutely, yeah.
how
See, there you
quick
go.
I'm going to cut the conversation or I'm going to continue it.
Exactly.
But if he's too cocky, like I know he's coming over, all right, he sees me
And
and,
he's just saying
he wants
it
to
just to
come
talk to you,
over
that's
and,
annoying.
I'm not
But
feeling
if she's reading a book and
I-
it says the end, I know she's trying to avoid me. There's
Well,
only
that's
2
what I was
words.
gonna say. If she's interested, she'll maybe put down the book or close it a little bit so you know. Like if I'm just like, it's really good.
Pose the
buy
book,
it.
they have
Like,
nothing but don't
Now,
have nothing.
wait, but now let me throw a monkey wrench into
Go ahead,
this.
go
Can that work vice versa? If I'm reading a book and you think I'm attractive,
Yeah.
what do you do?
I stare awkwardly and do nothing. Personally.
So it's okay for
But
me
I
to
got
be.
no
It's okay
game.
for you to be timid and not say anything to me. But if I'm timid and I don't want to approach you, I'm not the bad guy, huh? Just making sure I understand that, right? If I don't approach you, and because I see your intent in your book, and you see me and I'm intense in my book, you don't want to approach me? Why not?
Because I don't know. I just don't want to get
Yeah.
rejected.
That's a good book you reading,
I
man.
get it. I know how hard it is. I
That's
I get it. I'm not denying
Think
that.
about that. When
Females,
think about
we
that when we
want a
approach
guy
you and
to
you
approach.
reject us, how we feel.
I know that must really suck. I
But
get
it
it.
hurts.
But
That's why you
listen,
guys are men.
Episode called "Oh What a
I get
Feeling."
it.
Go ahead, Rodeo.
but if she's reading the Bible, I don't want to bother her if she's reading the Bible.
Once again, why are we stopping?
I know it's Easter weekend, but I mean, come
Stop.
on. Sapphire?
No, I was gonna say that's why you guys are men and we're ladies.
Right.
And your role is to approach us. Bottom line,
No, it's
yes,
not.
we
No.
can be very, when
Since
we
2016,
want what we
disagree
let
with
me
that.
finish.
No.
Aggressive?
When we want what we want, then by all means,
So do we
we
hit
have.
you over the head with a bat and put you by the head?
I know.
Y'all
right?
say you do it
Sometimes
caveman
we gonna
days.
do that to you guys.
Yeah.
When we want what we want, and we have no fear in going after a guy. We see a guy, we make the move because we know that maybe
Aggressive.
he doesn't know
Exactly.
whether to approach us. We'll know, like, okay, I might be doing something that's stopping him from approaching me, so I might just speak first.
So you're an aggressive
but
woman?
sometimes,
You
at times,
aggressive?
yes. But sometimes we see or we have eye contact. We want you
Right.
to be the ones to come over. And then at the last minute, I may just, hint to you before I leave, like, oh, yeah, that really is a good book or whatever. And you be like, oh, and I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Because that was my cue, like, you should have.
Yeah, exactly.
You move too slow.
Are you
Dropping
aggressive?
the- no,
Are
I
you
call it
aggressive?
dropping the handkerchief.
Are you
Right. But that's
aggressive
why
type
females are
woman
more
as well?
emotional than men, because
in
it's for y'all
different
to.
situations. I can't say I'm aggressive in every situation, but in different situations, I can be aggressive.
Payday?
No. I think when you really are attracted to somebody, you will make it known to that person.
Right.
You'll do what you need to
Right.
do. So in that way, I'm aggressive, but I'm not going to approach like a stranger, and I don't have that kind of confidence that I'm just going to go up to somebody like that. No.
With alcohol in your hand.
Yes,
Yeah.
with alcohol, but
At the shore.
yeah,
Sure.
well, that's very
Alcohol
that's
gives
very
everybody
different.
courage.
I've heard plenty of stories about myself that I don't want to remember.
Wow.
So that's fine. That's fine.
Would you like to continue? I'm enjoying it.
Elaborate.
You want a story?
Yeah.
Okay, I actually can give you a
exposing
story.
yourself.
It's
Go ahead.
really,
Just give
really
us-
awkward,
give us
and
a
I'm just
story.
going to humiliate
Great radio.
myself right now, but why not?
give us a story.
So I was hanging out with a friend of mine who I apparently was very aggressive with one night after a couple drinks, and I didn't really remember I was being aggressive with him, and he told me I was wearing an outfit that had like suspenders on it. He said afterwards, like I kept coming over and like trying to kiss him, and then I would go, "Did I do that?" And I was like, "No, I didn't. I did not do that. Absolutely not." And he was like, "Yeah, you really did. You did it like 5 or 6 times." And I was like, "No, I didn't. No, I didn't."
Are you still friends with him today?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm
And was
clearly
that
a
all
good
you had? Was
time.
just suspenders? Anything
No,
else?
no,
Okay.
no, no. It was just like
It was
That's
that
the whole
bourbon,
point
right? I
of
blame that
It
bourbon.
was that bourbon.
How special.
Exactly.
And there go Eddie Winslow right there. We'll move on. Number 3. Let's move on. Number 3. We're talking effective pickup lines. Number 3. Would you like an escort? Would you like an escort to your blank? When you know it's a woman walking alone, perhaps to a table, to an elevator, or even at the bar, it's always nice as a gesture to politely offer her a sense of security. Sapphire Blue, would you like an escort to your blank?
The blank.
Do you know? I was being polite at the bar. I kid you, this just happened. I was being polite at the bar. Someone came in, they needed a charger. He said, "Oh, what kind of phone do you have?" I said, "Blah, blah, blah." And I said,
sound like
"Oh,
What's the what type of phone is that?
Galaxy."
That's all I Kevin.
He says that, "Do you have a Galaxy?" iPhone? I said, "I have a Galaxy." I said, "Do you need a charger?" Yes. I said, "Oh, I don't have one on me, but I have one."
That's the new pickup
So my
line.
car,
Charger.
but it's parked right up front. It's only a couple of feet right there. And he said, "Okay, that's cool." So I began to eat. Another young lady came in. We all started twerking. And I noticed that he was having problems trying to get his portable wasn't working as much. And he was saying he was waiting for an appointment call. So I said, you know what, just give me a minute and I have no problem. I'm going to be here for a while. And I go and he goes, "Okay, let me know when you're ready and we'll walk to your car." And I caught the we.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, no, you don't have to come with me. My car is only parked right there." And he was like, "Oh, it's no problem. We can walk to your car and go get it." So I don't know.
He want to get it all right.
Yes, but no, because this was like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening, so the sun is still out now. And I guess that was a pickup. But in my head, I'm like, why you keep saying me? We, the
He
car.
don't know what
Yeah.
you got in that car.
He's an
He be
early
regretting
lover.
that.
He wanted to see what kind of
Early
car you
lover,
drive.
you know.
Either that, but I said, you know what? He said he had a business meeting, and it was a young lady that came in.
You
and
was
I
the
was
meeting.
figuring that
Wait,
may
a
have
pimp?
been his way of letting me know he wasn't with the young lady.
He was a pimp.
Because he said it while she was there.
Right,
So
right.
I think that was his way of saying, like, okay, we're not. together.
Yeah,
or-
You're
his
the
social
meeting.
cue to let you know, like, hey.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when I went, and then he really went, and I was like, he's
I ain't
really
do that?
walking me to the car. So
Tell your
I
friends
guess
about that
that's
one,
like
please.
one of the new things now. Like, let me walk you because
Right.
it just like threw me for a loop. And
Yeah.
of course, he
That
walked.
fake
he walked me
gentleman
to the
stuff
car.
you guys do.
So I said, all right, he's gonna walk me.
Oh, he want to see if you was lying. You
Backstage,
I
you
guess
walk
so.
to the number 2 train. That's my car.
Backstage, have you ever offered to walk a lady to the bathroom?
Hell no.
In the club?
No, not that.
I can even answer
Never
that
that.
one. Hell no.
No, but I did offer to walk them to their car or their house or to the front door if I, with
Front door, you don't know you a stranger. You might bash your way to the front door.
Or to the hospital.
But it's only, but by that time when you walking them to the front door, they
Shame
know.
what they did to that girl.
Judge, you're a classic man, so you're about, traditional values, Republican values.
He does the car thing to be walking to the car.
Yeah.
I will take
You
definitely.
drive people. You,
Everything is
you
done
take
in the
people
car.
home and take them back to the club. Like, you need a ride?
Everything's done in the car.
I do.
He got 4
I do.
overnight bags.
We was in Philly. Just took somebody to the rental car place, and
Sure it is.
That's
Sure
a
it
good
is.
Such a gentleman.
classic
Sure it is.
man. A classic man.
Sure did.
That pissed somebody off.
Yeah,
I
sure
think.
did, didn't it? It sure did, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
You being too much of a
Can y'all fill
gentleman.
me in, please?
You being too much of a gentleman right now.
So let's move on to number 2. That's number 2. Effective pickup lines. Wow, I really love what you're wearing. What is that? Okay, we talked about we improvised this a little earlier about the clothing. So again, Jess, we're gonna put you back at the pier, at the spot.
She was in Starbucks last time. Why you gonna keep her in Starbucks?
No, you don't wear sexy clothes to Starbucks. We're talking about sexy. We trying to be club. We fashionable. The hair done. Coffee talks in full effect. So let's talk about that. And he goes, "Wow, I really love what you're wearing. What's that?"
I mean, I guess it's really good to start off with a compliment. That's a nice icebreaker. But again, if you're out there wearing something that maybe you wouldn't normally be wearing, and you're just
Suspenders?
wearing
Yeah.
No, I normally wear suspenders. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
No, but if you're in like a really tight dress, form fitting, that's not how you normally look. But
Right.
you're looking for that sort of attention.
What about if you're in Starbucks? Let's flip it, and you
Okay.
got a big old sweatshirt and a hoodie on, and you know you don't look cute. You just do it to go get some coffee, but he still comes with this corny line. Now you know he's full of it, right?
Not really. That's actually happened to me where I've worn sweatshirts and people ask me like, "What's on my sweatshirt?" Like, "Oh, what is that?" And I think that's a good conversation.
And it's good to say that Justin said a woman looks sexy with a pair of Uptowns and a sweatsuit.
There you go.
A sweatsuit, yeah, that's a sexy
We disagree
outfit
there.
they can wear.
Exactly
A
right.
pair of
Listen to that.
Uptowns. You know what
Uptowns.
Uptowns are?
No, I don't.
Oh, we
Sneaker.
got
Air Force Ones?
Jessica, don't listen to him.
Air
Don't.
Force Ones?
Don't.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
I
no, he
okay,
will
I
close
got
your
you.
in your town. Pair of Nikes.
Okay, what about? Okay, I got something to throw in
Go
there.
ahead,
What about
Backstage.
if the person, besides clothing, but what happens if they talking about your perfume or the lotion that you're wearing?
Lotion.
The lotion.
Yeah, 'cause
I don't-
they got some
Sapphire,
Yeah.
you want to
Ooh,
take
that struck something.
I think that's
Get it
a
out.
chord over here with some
I didn't tell you guys. So at the brunch,
Everything
on that
happens to
Saturday,
you
right?
at these brunches.
So when I came in, I sat. We were sitting at the bar. Everyone was at the table. I'm just watching everyone have a good time, and it was two guys sitting at the bar, and the guy goes, "Oh my God, you smell so good." Right? So listen, that's not even a punchline. So I'm sitting this way, he's sitting that way, and I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And I'm like, "You can smell it because I can't smell it. I spray, but I can't
Yeah.
smell."
Oh,
it.
the
I'll take it
smell.
Granted, they
Hey,
are
listen.
sitting at the bar.
No,
Let's
listen.
keep that in mind.
Listen. So he said no. He was just like, you smell great.
Like
What's
Indonesia.
the name of that, right? So I said, I
Skin.
don't know if I should tell you the name. I don't know. You may go by for your girlfriend. You're gonna have your girlfriend smell it like me.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know. That may be a good thing. I need to leave a lasting impression,
Right.
right? So he goes,
Oh, you're good.
So he goes,
She has a lot of practice.
I'm working on my lines.
A lot of selfies.
Shut up. So he tells me, he says, girlfriend, he was like, no. He was like, I may want to smell that good. So-
Open sesame.
There you go.
There you go. Icebreaker.
but I'm like so into the, like, I'm like, Juicy Killer Shot, sit down. So I'm all like, yeah. And then he said it. And I said, yeah. And then I still paused because it's still registering in my mind that he wanted to smell.
He blew your whole spot
Yeah.
up.
As good. But then I thought he was really joking. And I was like, wait, what did I spray? I didn't spray Gucci. And I was like, no, it's Bath and Body Works. He was like,
All right, let's
"This
go to the
smells
next
good."
question.
No,
This is
I
not
don't know.
going
So
good.
that's to say that I don't use your perfume smells so good.
Yeah.
You smell good thing anymore.
I guess it is 2016.
As a pickup line.
You're smelling ordinary right now, you know.
Let me refresh you again. Wow, I really love. Well, that's not it. Yeah, wow, I really love what you're wearing. What is that? Would you come to a woman that way? You know, with a pickup line.
With that, mostly because if it's like really more of the perfume or something, like that's an easier way to go in besides the clothes, because you don't want yourself to look
Right.
like some type of dog coming in there. It's like, damn, you look kind of nice in those jeans. or
No,
them
why
shirts or
can't I
something.
just say, yo, you know what?
Why not?
Huh? I
But
see
why
you got a
not?
really nice outfit on. That you working that outfit.
Depends on how it is. I mean, but most likely I'd go more of the
See, I can
easier
say
way.
anything to come off as being a pickup line.
But
I
you
just
have,
had that.
we wear clothes to get the attention.
Whatever.
That's the thing. So if I see you have a nice shirt on or a nice pair of jeans on, I'm gonna give you that compliment because you wore them to get compliments.
True, but then sometimes some women may wear that and don't want them to be just
What
complimented.
about the woman who shows the little thong?
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
babe, I like that color thong you got
I was
on.
gonna
Say, is it
They still do
1999?
On back of the
They still
motorcycle.
do that?
I've seen it.
You tailgating on my bike. You know, I'm looking at that.
Are you
thong,
sexy in
brother.
thong?
I'm looking at those.
I know.
On those
I'm thinking
bloomers.
about the beach too. I'm almost in summer mode myself.
I hear you.
You think there'll ever be bloomer thongs?
I don't know. Why don't you create it? You can
I don't-
You can be the
yeah.
new Billy Mays.
I
You
don't
can pitch that.
understand. What do
You
you
can pitch
think of
that.
these things? Do you like sit down and write all of this
That's
out
a
at
big.
home?
No, I
That's
think
a.
these-
That's,
I think
serious
these are the
right
women
now.
that
Do
he
you really
deal
write
with.
this out at home?
nah, that would
These
be a,
are the women that he deal
that
with.
would be
you
a
know?
big woman riding up.
Oh, that's why.
Oh,
250 pounds, good loving,
They
huh,
only-
Charles?
They
I
only
like the
come
same
in.
type of women. I don't think the same way you think. I don't
And
understand what you
they
think
only
about.
come in cowboy color paint or pastel blue. That's the only two colors.
Or camouflage. I'm
And
trying
it's
to
that
hide.
old style satin little underwear they used to make.
Like, I'm trying to hide my fat. Yeah, I can see that.
And then the tagline says, "Do I make
What's
you
the next-
horny?"
wait, what's the next question?
That's the
please?
tagline.
What's the next
My
question?
marketing genius.
And
Do I make you
I have
horny?
to see how they go there with me.
It's
Go
contagious.
there.
You set yourself up out
there.
there.
It's like Legionnaires. It's contagious.
Something to think about.
Let's move on. Now, number one question of the top 10
Okay.
effective pickup lines. I just thought you should know that you have a really nice blank. Wow. Now, it
Smile.
could be smile, but they say you have a really nice tail feather. What about
No,
that?
let
You
them
gonna get
answer that.
smacked. You get
them
smacked.
answer
You
that.
get
Yeah.
smacked.
You get
smacked.
smacked.
Your lips will be on the
I'd
back of
be,
your
no, I
neck.
would just look at them like, are you serious? Like, are you serious
Unless you
right
come
now?
back, like you just got to be sarcastic with it.
Yeah.
Like you said, girl, you know what? You just got.
I know, right? It's
I mean,
absolutely
like-
wonderful. I just
But if
gotta
you a
walk up.
stripper,
Just gotta
that's
be-
a
just gotta be
compliment.
sarcastic.
If you a stripper,
Depend
that's a
on
compliment.
location.
Yeah,
Okay.
depending on location.
I smack my dog. Smack that
Sure.
20 on you.
Sure.
Give me that 20, shorty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry Flint. I don't know if they really care about the smile so
I was
much.
like, look, you had a mosquito on your behind. I was trying to kill it.
Just
Eyes. Definitely eyes. We have pretty eyes,
someone
nice
did
eyes. Something
eyes
like
is you.
I've heard
Eyes is me.
complexion, like skin tone, like
Your skin
Yeah.
is soft.
shining or
You're black in a brown paper bag.
You eat a lot of Vaseline.
You so ashy. Almond. You're so almondy.
I hate when I see women with a lot of Vaseline on their face. I hate that.
Where you be?
Does
Where
that
you be
happen?
When they get ready to fight?
He be at the juke joint at the chicken box.
Like Crisco.
Right,
Like
right.
Crisco.
Okay.
If you need some armor on your tie, yo, smell her face.
Let me ask you this. Then what about like the girls at the club that wear a lot of makeup? So they look good in the pictures, but then in real life, when you see them, you're like, they don't look like that.
You gotta-
So-
We call those strobe light
I
honey.
do not wear
Strobe light. Thank you. Thank you, backstage. We clap the strobe light, honey.
No,
Like my favorite
no.
episode of Seinfeld.
No,
I look for you. I look for you.
see-
Look, look.
No, you are
No!
no.
That's when you gotta bring a little spray bottle and you spray them cheek, cheek, cheek. And then you see it run down their face, tears of a clown, and that's when you know it's a problem.
Oh yes, I hate when I watch TV shows and you know that they wear a lot of makeup, and because when they cry, I wait for them to cry, and then you cry, and then you see like the discoloration of the color.
Right,
rolls
right.
down.
It's
I'm
just
like,
like if
So you talking about you see mudslide just going straight down the
Makeup
cheek,
job.
huh?
Yeah,
The mudslide just going straight
makeup
down.
job.
So like if you see a lot of the porn stars, when they all dolled up, they look different. You see them,
But you got
they
some
look-
women that very insecure without makeup. I don't care.
Yeah, and
So
I-
women
They'll
have to
wake
come
up
up with a
before
pound
that
of makeup.
man
I
and put the
know.
makeup on their face and go into
Yeah,
bed.
I mean, to each their own, but like,
Hey, she has ambition. She's determined. She wants to be.
I have the
sexual
I have the
man.
5 a.m. rule. If I'm not dating you, you got to be out my house, out my bed by 5 o'clock. Because if that is the
hotel,
take that
huh?
you have, I don't want to know. I don't
Right,
want to know.
right.
That's a hotel
I don't know
time.
what I know. You makeup. I don't know if you pass gas. I don't want to know if you got bad breath. I just don't want to know.
But you know what? You will know because when you wake up and you look
No,
on the
she'll be gone.
No. But no. She may be gone, but she still leave all that makeup on your pillows. And
No,
everything
well,
else.
take the pillow with you. I don't know.
Wait,
You will
It'll be
know.
on your pillow.
That's
It'll
the
be on your
evidence.
clothes.
No, I don't want to know.
Yeah,
Take
it'll
the
be on your clothes.
know.
Trust me. It'll
Take
be on
the
your
shirt
clothes.
with-
It'll probably be on something else too.
Oh, definitely.
Well, some things are just meant to be done.
well, I find that most of you guys are more attracted to the picture these days than you are the actual person. So what do you have to say to that?
But you always see the picture. You see the picture first.
Right.
So you either say, okay, you look at a picture, you say yes or no.
Right.
Then from that, you go see the young lady. Now, it's totally different because all you have is a picture to go off of and a voice. Maybe you get a phone call here or there. Now, once you see her, it's a 50-50 shot. Either you got catfished, I'm being honest,
Man,
or,
I tell you, Al.
Uh-huh.
I call it or filtered.
or filtered,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that word.
yeah.
or you got the real thing.
Right.
So it is what it is. And then you work from there.
Okay.
I love how people when they meet you say, "You look like your picture." That is me in the picture. You know,
Squint
there's
real
many
hard
people
at
that
anybody.
like-
Or not that, or they
You
put a
look like
picture,
your
or they put a picture
picture.
from 1980 something like that, way back.
Now, Sapphire, you know you're a comedian. You change the hairstyles and stuff like that. Have you gotten that before? Like you wear like you got the short hair, you wear like the long, you
Bald
Yeah, I
change
do it all the
headed.
time.
Bald headed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Grace Jones look.
slay into the rhythm.
Yeah. Summertime's coming, so you know.
Yeah. Rhoda, we don't have that issue because there ain't nothing growing backstage too. You can clean up a little. You shape the beard down a little bit, Isaac Hayes.
No.
It's a little scruffy right here, right
The
now.
beard is growing.
You
Not
letting the
cutting it
beard
for a
grow
year.
again? You say
Gonna
the
go
food
for a whole
particles
year.
were getting in there.
So you're
But
gonna
Baby James
I
Harden
tell
right here.
people,
And
like,
last
I-
night's
Fidel Castro
female was
look.
in there.
Oh, okay, Sapphire.
I tell people like if I'm meeting someone for the first time and they don't know, like, you know, I switch my style, my hair, I'm just into fashion like that. If they don't know me and I'm interested in them or whatever, after we do the number, and I'm like, okay, do you do social media? You know, do you do Instagram, Facebook, or whatever? And I'm like, you know, here's mine, and I'll show them.
Right.
Like, oh, you know, I normally do rock short hair, but
I think a lot of
so that they know, because I don't want him to get a different impression.
I think a lot of I'm saying black men. I think they know a lot of black women change their hairstyles gradually, wear wigs, weaves. I think we already.
But
know
a
that.
guy still wants to know what's your natural state.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to know
right,
what's
right.
real,
Yeah,
what's
I don't know what's
memorized.
real.
Unless you
I
date
do-
Marcy Gray, you know, you already know what you're getting.
So because he may just like a chick that just
Natural?
always
Yeah.
want to wear
Or
long hair,
natural.
whether it's yours or not. A,
Right.
B, and C. You have guys who say I just like long hair, hers or not, whatever. So because I know that I like to rock short hair too, and I like my mohawks and my spikes or whatever, I show him those pictures. Like, oh, you know, this is me. Like 2 days ago, yeah. This and then I let him determine. And half the time, I'm like, oh, that's dope. We should,
Right.
and it is what it is.
But
so
I'm still
I
the
never
same
liked
person
to.
in the heart.
Yeah. Now, if I know that I'm just meeting, okay, casual, it's whatever. Next time you see me, you just find out.
Yeah.
But if it's something like, hey, I
So
want
what we
this
gonna
guy to
see you
know.
as next week then? You have an idea?
What do you care?
It's gonna be
now,
long.
We see now your picture here. I'm looking on your Instagram.
Yeah.
You have the auburn, and you know you got a little
That's-
dazzled up teased.
Fake hair, fake eyelashes.
You
That's
want
a
a real man.
headshot.
You
No,
want a
no,
real
no, no. But look at the rest of my social media.
I
That's a
have to look.
headshot.
Yes, that's a
Everybody's entitled to a headshot when they're in
Absolutely.
this business. But I admit it. When people compliment me on that, I'm like, really? That you know that's not what I look like.
What do y'all feel about people that Photoshop their pictures?
That's a lot of effort. I just think it's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Do you think it's misleading?
of course it's misleading. I actually feel bad for those people. I feel bad that they feel they need to do that. You know, of course, like, again, when you're in the entertainment industry, you got to look a certain way or you want to present yourself in a certain way. That's all a part of the job. But
Right.
for the most part, like, you still got to show who you really are. And
Like Alexander O'Neal would say, "You're fake."
But it's the industries. And we get
Rodeo
that.
has
Like,
1975 artists.
That wasn't 1975. That was
Superfly.
1985.
Okay, go ahead. 10 years. Okay.
that's a whole different discussion with the industry.
So that
So
was-
Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's even 75. So
That's a
that-
classic.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh, you don't know
classic.
Alexander O'Neal?
No, that's
it's not like she went back and said the journey or something
You
like
had a
that.
bucket
You know,
of
Earth,
chicken,
Wind, and
maybe you
Fire.
might know Alexander O'Neal. But that's about it. But Jessica, that was fun, wasn't it?
That was a lot
I
of
learned
fun.
a lot about you.
Yeah, you did.
Can you stick around with us a little bit? Lauren?
Absolutely.
We'll take a quick break. We're going to go to news. We're going to find some news backstage. We're going to find some news.
Yes.
Navi Lounge live on a Saturday. Where else you want to be? Come back.